Hey, thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell on your way in. Hey, Curvies, can you tell me if any of this is really Garcelle's fault? I mean, is it really Garcelle's fault? Look at this. Annamarie Wiley, one season wonder on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She came in hot, went in on an esophagus issue, pretended that she knew more than a board-certified doctor, dug her heels in. Then she made comments about Crystal saying some stuff. And now she's off the show and she's doing interviews talking about production, talking about editing, talking about everything except for her actions on the show. And I just want to know, is Garcelle really to blame? Because Marcelous seems to think so too.
I have no issue with transgenders. I do have an issue with athletes who are transgender trying to participate, going from a transition of a man to a woman and now playing with the women. I have no issue with transgenders. I do have an issue with athletes who are transgender trying to participate, going from a transition of a man to a woman and now playing with the women.
Yep, I'm not sure how Garcelle is to blame for that because Marcelous had some not so nice words for Garcelle and Crystal, who both he and his wife feel are to blame for a lot of how Annamarie was viewed by the public. I mean, look, if you insert your foot in your mouth, I'm not sure how that's Garcelle's fault, and I'm not sure how that's even Crystal's fault, but the comments that the Wileys have made about transgender athletes competing in their not biological categories is actually a sentiment that's shared by many athletes, including Lance Armstrong, who on this season of Mars, astronaut, the stars went on Mars or whatever, he got in a whole lot of backlash because he had similar
transgender stuff in sports. And I said, listen, one of my most key employees, they're transitioning. I have no problem with that. I love it. Let's go. And I said to the guy on the podcast, I said, listen, this is real simple. You want to transition? Let's do it. You have your own category. We're going to have a whole new division. We'll celebrate you just like we celebrate everybody else. Let's go. What's unfair about that?
To me, I think we just have to care about if you otherize people. It's not, good for their mental health. Otherize people.
What's that mean?
Exclude them from the same spaces and places that everyone else is.
Actually, no, we're not excluding anybody. And by the way, I sound like a right-wing lunatic. I'm not. I'm the most liberal person. But from a sporting perspective,
I wasn't really shocked to hear his opinions, but I definitely didn't think that he should be the spokesperson for that.
You're ostracizing the people who don't fit in the categories.
you might not agree with me, and I might not agree with you, but that's okay, right? And there's a lot of sensitive subjects, and it's not just trans issues and trans in sports. It could be abortion, it could be war, it could be gun violence, it could be anything. Global warming. But if you can't feel safe to enter into the conversation, then we've all lost.
That is so disheartening.
It really is.
Those comments here in this experiment have completely shifted the energy and have
Well, at least Lance didn't look for Garcelle to blame. What do you guys think? Are the Wileys reaching? Is Annamarie responsible for her own stuff, or is everybody else? Leave a comment asking for a friend.